Engage in a church that is able to explain to you covenant and bloodline understanding. Because I think some of the issues we are facing today is because we have ignored the bloodline and covenant agreements in place. We're dealing with so much than previous generations, and it's mainly because we have completely veered off from covenant and bloodline understanding. I know a lot of churches will not touch spiritual warfare. They don't want to talk about spirits and principalities. They don't want to talk about bloodline altars. These do exist. And if you've never addressed them, it means you have active altars that are influencing your life. He canceled the record of debt that stood against us with its legal demands. This is Colossians 2:14. If you don't understand this, then you start thinking, oh, the cycles are just bad luck. You almost don't understand that the things that are happening in your life, like poverty, divorce, addiction, lust cycles, all the things, greed, fear, frustration, constant worry, never having enough money, scarcity, the spirit of scarcity, or greed, just the spirit of mammon. These are all through the bloodline. And if you're not legally severing all agreements, then you are leaving yourself exposed, and you're leaving your future generations also exposed. In 2025, we've seen more people abandon marriages just because of incompatibility. But in reality, these are bloodline contracts at war in the covenant. These are altars that are at war. You can have a God-fearing man, a God-fearing husband, but he has no idea that his wife comes from a bloodline where they have open altars with the spirit of death. And so when the son is now struggling with suicidal thoughts, everybody's surprised. And that's because there's an active altar in that covenant of marriage that has never been overturned. Part of being a Christian, and I don't know why, because I just have to say this. I think part of being a Christian is understanding that we are responsible for advancing kingdom agenda on earth. But we cannot do that unless we tear down the altars that we bow down to, and unless we become like Gideon, we tear down our father's altars, unless we become